So we have Mr. Peter Tilkov from Peter. What's your company name? SiteMonkey?
Bitmonky.com.
Bitmonkey.com. Okay. Best thing to do is I'm just going to say that Peter is extremely talented because he put all of this together and he's from Canada. And that's about the extent of what I know about Peter. So I think what we'll do is we'll have Peter introduce himself. Thank you for coming, Peter. And then please tell us about what it is that you have and what you offer for other businesses.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. So I am a software developer. I got into writing software back in my university days. I went to school for geological engineering, if you can believe it or not. And all the engineers had to take had to take introductory Fortran. So that's when I fell in love with computing. And then when the mining industry collapsed a few years later, I got a job as a programmer for a group insurance company and worked my way up to business systems analyst. And that's how I got to be able to do the stuff that I can do today. Learned a lot of skills along the way. So what I'm offering these days is I've created a platform that all can use. And it's similar to like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all rolled into one. So you can create profiles on it. And my focus for the alignable group is the business accounts. And this is where I've created this page here. So businesses can join the site, create a profile, and they get a business listing like this, right? Which is automatically created for them by entering their website URL. All they have to do to join this network is to provide the details here, their business name, the city that they want their business to be listed in, and the website URL, accept terms and join. And then it'll take a few minutes, but the software will go out, read your website, scan all the text, take snapshots of all the pages, and summarize all the text with ChatGPT. And then it will build you an AI agent like the one that is on this page, Agent SiteMonkey at your service, which your visitors can open up. And this agent will talk to your customers about your website because it's a ChatGPT on the back end. It has all the information about your website from the website scan. It's stored in a database. So it's then able to be a customer service agent on your behalf. But the final piece, and this is the icing on the cake, is that now once you create this account and you have this chatbot that you can put on your site, is that you can make relationships with these other businesses and select them to be your referral partners. And then your AI agent here will have that information in his memory. And so if somebody is on your website engaging with your chatbot and they ask a question that's better handled by one of your referral partners, then it'll say, oh, so-and-so doesn't do that, but they recommend Media Fluent, let's say. And then the link will be presented to them to go to Video Fluent's website, and you will get paid by Media Fluent for your referral, right? So Media Fluent will pay you some referral credits for sending them some business, right? So this is a good way to not only have a very intelligent chatbot on your site, but it also will allow you to provide that service to your visitors of referrers, and you get a little bit of a kickback from your referral partner as well, which will help pay your AI fees, right? Let's take a look at what the account looks like after you create it. So we log into one of these accounts. Let's try this one. So this is tutorsforyou.org is the name of the business. They're from Tampa, USA. This description here was gleaned from their website, as was the profile picture. And the banner here is simply a snap taken from a snapshot from his homepage, right? So all this was created automatically for him, right? So once you have your account set up, all you need to do is go to your setup page. This is your console for your website. And here you can see, normally when you first join, you'll see your first page here, your homepage. And if you use this scan website button, it'll start the process of scanning the rest of your pages, right? So I don't do that right away to speed up the sign up process, but you start this process on your own after you create your account. And it goes out, reads all the pages, takes these screenshots. This is the ChatGPT summary of the text that it found on those pages, right? Here's ChatGPT's further breakdown of the detail on that page that it has access to. And what'll happen when your customer is talking to your chatbot, will know about these pages. And when asked a question, it'll look at which makes the most sense based on your question. And then it'll pull up the information about that page and use that as the context for that conversation. And so to do this, you need to hire the SiteMonkey agent, right? So when you start, he'll be over here as a potential staff applicant. And when you select him, he comes over to here, and that enables the AI agent in your chat widget. So if you don't do that, you won't get the AI agent. If you don't want to use the AI agent, you just want to deal with your customers directly, then you would just remove him from here. He'll come back over here. And now you can also invite other staff members from your company to join, right? Click this invite button and you send them this page link and they register here using this form. I'm logged in here, so you don't see the form, but then they will appear once they create that account, they'll appear in your staff applications list, and then you can select, and then you can add them to your staff list. And once they're added there, they will appear underneath this SiteMonkey. Your staff members will all appear below there. And if they're online, then they will see this chat bubble here, and people will know that they can then have a conversation with that person or with the AI bot, or they could just contact you by sending you something to your inbox, etc. Or you can have one-on-one chats with people. So all the bells and whistles are there. So let's go back to your control panel and see what else we have there. To select your referral partners, you go to your referral partner manager and you will see the businesses that you've added as your referral partners. So all these businesses are on his referral list, right? People that he'll refer to, that his AI will make referrals to if asked the appropriate question. So if somebody's looking for a voiceover person and they ask, your chatbot will say, oh, we have a voiceover referral partner, and it'll present this woman's link and she will pay you some credit that will show up here, right? So you'll get more of these BMGP credits, and those are what are used to pay your ChatGPT fees from, right? So when people are chatting on your site, you're using ChatGPT in the background. ChatGPT charges, depending on ChatGPT 3 or ChatGPT 4, they charge from 6 cents to 0.6 cents per 1,000 words, approximately. And the way it works is as the conversation progresses, it'll deduct these points from here until you run out, and then you can just top them up. You can just buy more credits. using your credit card, PayPal, whatever. Okay, so we go back to the referral partners. To find referral partners, you just click on this Find Referrals Partner, and it'll show you other businesses in the network that you haven't selected yet, and it'll give you the option to add them as a referral partner. So if I clicked on this, he should end up in my referrals list, right? And there he is right there, homepage, my learning center. This is the person's website. And now your chatbot will make referrals for them. And then if you decide, you don't want that they're not a good referral partner, then you can just remove them. And they're no longer one of your referral partners. They're back in this big list of everybody, which is searchable. Okay, so another feature of the service is that you get visitor tracking. So you can see that this widget has had 3,702 visitors and they've viewed 24,471 pages. I have an analytics company that is getting the detailed information from this, and they're going to be creating a console where you'll be able to see where your referrals came from, how long they stayed on the site, what actions they carried out and stuff like that. So that'll all be available to you as well, right? So you'll have good statistics. And another nice thing that you'll be able to do is you'll be able to create these inbound links. And when you create a link, let's say you want to make a Facebook ad campaign, but you would create the link that you want the campaign to come to on your site. You make up a short description for the tag so that you can find it in a list easily, the title and an optional description. And this will create a special link that your agent will be watching for. And so when somebody comes to your site from that link, from that ad campaign, you'll get a log record of the activity that transpired. So if they just came and clicked on one link, you'll see that. If they came and they clicked on a bunch of pages and they talked to your AI, you'll get all that information given to you. So great tracking tool. That's inbound link tracking. In addition to your agent, you can hire actual virtual assistants. So these are actual virtual assistants that are available when they're online. And if you select them and add them into your account, then they will also show as one of your staff members, and they'll be on a per action basis. You'll be employing them to engage with your customers. So if your customers want to talk to a human, they might get any one of these virtual assistants who you'll have been in contact with, and you'll have discussed how you want them to handle business on your website and stuff like that. Your AI test page there. Before you put your chatbot on your site, you can test it out and you can speak to your agent here. See if he has any funds left. If they've got things, all my servers are turned down low right now. So there's a lot of spore was bought by, but I'm the AI agent ready to assist. How can I help you today? So there's the response from your chat GPT. Now, so we've talked about the staff manager. You can use these credits as well for setting up an advertising campaign. So these advertising campaigns will show up in these chats all around the site, and inside of this widget, ads will periodically show in this space as well. And you can purchase those ad views from this console here. And you get reporting on your ads, and you can edit the ad and pause the campaign, start the campaign. And that's about it. Back to the control panel here. I do have an online store, but that's currently that uses cryptocurrency. So a lot of people aren't into that yet. Future per, and then the organization manager is in a work in progress. And that's where you'll be able to you'll set up departments and etc. like that. If you have a larger company structure, you'll be able to set up your company structure here and put your staff in the right place like that. So people have a company directory to refer to. Okay. Everybody that joins the AI user group becomes a member of this, where you can post things, talk to people, etc. Just like in Facebook groups, etc. like that. So it's like a Facebook group. This one is specifically for AI agent users. Is everybody still hearing me? I'm pretty
Totally
quiet.
enthralled.
Oh, okay. Starting to think I might be here all by myself. An interesting thing about these hashtag channels on my site is that they can be owned by somebody, right? So when you create your own hashtag, you become the owner of it, and becomes something that you could later put up for auction off for sale. So if you built up a hashtag channel and it became popular and somebody else wanted it, it could make you an offer. You can sell it or you could. Okay. So let's go back to where we all started here. And we'll look at this here. So this is my page, but I have the AI agent installed on it. Right? It's only a single page. It's a white paper for an open source project that I have, right? So it's a good demonstration of how okay, so I had asked it, hello, what's this site about? And this is the response that it gave. Welcome to ShardNet. The Kakaw site is all about revolutionary approach to cloud storage. Our system, ShardNet, offers decentralized cloud storage where information is torn into shards and randomly distributed across a network of nodes. This method promotes data security and redundancy. We're currently working on an application for ShardNet. The system is still in its prototype phase. And then I can say, what's a shard? We'll wait a bit for the chat GPT. In the context of a project, a shard refers to a piece of information or a fragment of data from a file. This file is divided or sharded and distributed randomly across nodes with the peer-to-peer network to boost security and redundancy. So it has gleaned that information by having read this information here. All this stuff is perfectly described and it's done a magnificent job of describing exactly what a shard is. That's a good case study of how it will work with your data as well, right? So it will have your website pages and will give you great chat GP responses based on the information on your pages. Let's see if I can show you an example of a referral. Hopefully this guy's still got some credits. We do not offer that service, but we can recommend you visit our associates website so that they can help you. Click on that. And there you are. You're sent to your referrals page and read all about their service and decide whether you want to do business with them or not. And that, I think, is pretty comprehensive view of what the service does.
I have a bunch of questions. So first,
Uh-huh.
Peter, thank you. From me seeing a bunch of different chatbots out there, no question, this is hands down the most sophisticated I've seen. I realize
Oh,
a lot of them are programmable and they can do a lot of stuff. You can program to do a lot of stuff, but if you're talking about something out of the box, I haven't seen anything that does everything that you just showed us that it can do directly built into it. So that's one thing.
right.
So definitely kudos big time. For somebody who develops software for a living, definitely amazing job coming up with this, number one. Number
Thank
two,
you.
now we get into the Q&A part of the deal. First of all, tell us a little bit about the cost. In other words, if a business wants to get one of these participates on your flat platform, what is involved in terms of both time and money?
Okay. So when to create your account, there's no charge for that. And the ChatGPT AI agent is pay as you go, right? So basically you're going to be paying the ChatGPT fees of each conversation on behalf of whoever's visiting your website. Right? And then I just charge a markup on top of that. And that's all you pay,
So
right?
obviously, no question that you need to get paid, but in terms of people looking into it, okay, I put in a
Yep.
profile. I don't. In terms of, I just pay for ChatGPT. That to most business people, they can't even spell ChatGPT. What does it mean for them financially? Should they be planning to spend $10 a month, $100 a month, $1,000 a month? I realize it varies.
For the average website, I wouldn't expect them to exceed $10 a
A
month
month. Okay, so that's the answer there.
at the most, right? And if they don't, if nobody engages with their chatbot,
Then
they
they
don't
don't
pay
pay.
anything.
Obviously. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But then in terms of you mentioned you can do ChatGPT 3.5, I'm assuming, or ChatGPT 4. Do the actual businesses themselves get to select that? Which of these
Yes,
models?
they can select and they can change it on the fly. So if they want to reduce their charges,
Okay, they
switch.
can go down to okay, so the third question is
Yeah.
how customizable is the chatbot itself? Now, I realize the monkey is super, but is it possible to come up with your own branding and the colors, things like that?
I'm in the process of making that available too. So you'll be able to select your avatar for your chatbot and an alias name for it, right?
And the color scheme as well, or no?
The color scheme you can change already.
Okay.
The gray is just what I used on my site. You can just, on the setup page, you just select from a color palette and change the colors, right?
Okay.
And
And then
the
in terms of
large.
picking the referral partners, you said you can pick, you have a list of everybody's on the system, you can pick whoever you want. Do they need to approve it before you can put them in your mix of things? Or is it something you just select the company and you go with it?
No, they don't need to approve it. You have to approve it. Right?
Okay.
So,
So you basically pick a company, whoever is there. And then, okay.
yeah.
And then when you said that if somebody picks their stuff, then they pay you. How does that part work?
Okay. So when you buy your credits to pay for your chat GPT fees, those same credits are what are used to pay for your referral, right? So when somebody does a referral for you, some of your credits come out of there and go to the person that made the referral. And then they don't have to buy more chat GPT credits because they've earned it.
So
They've earned
potentially, and yeah, I'm just trying to be a devil's advocate here. I'm not trying to negate anything or anything, but theoretically,
Yep.
I could pick a company that doesn't even have a clue who I am, and then a bunch of people start being referred to them. All of a sudden, they get this bill where they all these credits to me.
No, they're not going to get a bill if they're not. First of all, they have to buy the credits in advance. They're not going to infinitely exceed their budget. They say their budget is $10. As soon as it reaches $10, it's going to stop making referrals
No, but assuming
because,
that they do have something sufficient,
yeah,
and I'm just saying they were not they theoretically didn't even know I picked them because, like you said, it's not,
yeah.
they don't need to apply or anything. What happens if all of a
Um,
sudden there's all these referrals coming? They do have the credits. They just initially
and
put
their
into,
credits start to go down.
yeah.
Yeah. I suppose if that became a problem, I would just put the option in that they can refuse the referral if they
So
want
it
to,
hasn't been an
right?
issue in ours at all.
I haven't done that yet.
Okay, my other
But
question was,
I mean, that's
sorry,
simple.
I'm dominating the Q&A here, but I'll be done in a minute. It's fine. I mean, in terms of people referring to other people, it seems to me like you would have as a company, the most benefit to you would be to potentially have as many referral partners as you can that makes sense. Obviously, you don't want to have a company that's direct competition to you be a referral. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But if you have other companies that do a lot of different things, you just need to figure out whatever the mix is. It needs to be somewhat congruent with whatever you're doing because nobody's going to
Yep.
come to a computer company and ask, how do I clean my apartment? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. More than likely they will not.
Okay. So,
So you're going to want to choose business partners that make sense. And plus you also want to remember that it's your reputation when you make a recommendation to somebody. That's your reputation on the line, right?
but
You want
what
to,
happens if, let's say, the company doesn't deliver? I referred somebody and they were supposed to take care of it and they totally fell on their face. What happens in that case?
I would remove them as a referral partner after that, because, like I said, it's your reputation that you've sent them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So if they're not being a good referral partner, remove them. And because it is a social network, you are able to contact those people as well, right? So you're able to stay in touch with your referral partners and speak to them on a daily basis if you want to, or whenever you want to, right? And so if they jilted you, you can message them and say, "Hey, what the hell?" Right?
No, obviously that
Yeah.
just yeah. In terms of this deal that you have set up with being able to put in virtual assistants and your employees, and that just, I don't know, to me, it's amazing that you put this together because this is exactly what people would want to be able to do. Nobody else I've seen it doing that. You have either chatbots that allow people to respond, or you have chatbots that allow robots to respond, but you don't have the combo of the two, which is ideal. Is what you want to have because if people are available, you want them to jump in. So you get these stupid messages. We'll get back to you as soon as we're able to. That doesn't do anything for me. I'm right there talking to
Yeah.
you. So I think that's
That's how
just
it
a
works, customer, right?
brilliant feature there. And if you don't mind me asking, if you don't want to answer, that's fine. How many businesses do you have on the platform right now, Peter?
There's upwards of 200 in that list right now,
Gotcha.
right?
And they're
So,
all mostly in Canada or they're all over the place?
no, they're mostly in the States,
States.
right?
Okay.
And majority of them, to tell you the truth, have not taken the step to actually go and put it on their site yet because it's
And so
hard enough to
basically,
get them to sign up and then get them to do the next step, right?
yeah.
It's going to prime, right?
But to
But what I'm counting on with this is it's going to be a network effect, right? You get a few people do it first, and then somebody else will jump in, and then somebody else jumps in. And then once you get the momentum going and there's some buzz generating, the people that didn't do it in the beginning are going to start hearing about it. And
yeah.
they're going to say, oh,
So it's a
it's
snowball
done.
effect type deal, basically.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the plan.
So the idea, so basically, just to reiterate one more time, businesses can step into it and they can just sign up without doing anything special. They just fill out the profile and the business will be in there in the list. And then they
Yeah.
buy $10 worth of credits, let's say, to put a number, and basically they're up and running at that point.
Yeah.
They're not paying anything.
And we start them off with some credits. We give them like $10 or something.
Oh, you
To
okay?
start.
So they really can start even with nothing, basically.
Yeah.
Saying, and then after that, then the idea is that they have this chatbot running on their website.
Yeah.
I'm assuming do you have all the embed instructions, all of that for people who are not that savvy on how to do it, or is it just a link?
No, there's a page, and then the code is on that page there. If you signed up for, what do you call it? Google Ads, right? They've got that page where they show you the embed code and they give you the instructions there. And that's where they can select their colors and their other options, right? You can have it up on the right. You can have it down on the top right, bottom, or bottom left. I didn't give them the top left because most people's websites have their logo up there.
Gotcha.
Right?
My last, can you think of any reason or reasons why somebody would not want to take you up on this major advantage for their business to have something like that?
They don't understand it. That'd be about it.
So, okay,
Understand.
so there's no. Daryl, do
So
you
they
have any
don't put it
questions?
on you if they understand it, they're not going to do anything.
Sure.
Right? So,
Daryl, do you
yeah.
have any questions for Peter?
Holy, I'm used to you. You're so intense into this technical sides. I go, let him go first. I couldn't have come up with half of your questions.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's just I look at it from a little different
Did
standpoint.
you? No, but it was awesome. I love it. Really good. Good presentation. Yeah, I agree with him. I haven't seen anything like this. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Peter, before I close up, I think we pretty much I don't have any questions right now. Again, I want to reiterate what a great job you did in terms of what this is, what it could be, and hopefully what it should be in the future. And I'm definitely going to encourage everybody who's watching this to sign up, set up a profile, get this free chatbot, and start playing with it, because there's really no downside. If you were considering doing a chatbot for your website, which I keep telling people all the time, stop with the website nonsense where you're trying to put everything and anything on your website. If you make your website too small, People are not going to get their answers. If you make website too large, nobody's going to sit down and read it. So basically, it's a catch-22 deal. So some people
Yeah.
set up FAQ pages, which is one way to try to handle it. Problem is, you still are not going to come up with all the questions because you have the same problem. If a FAQ list is too
Yeah.
small, nobody's going to get their answers. Too large, nobody's going to read it. So the real answer, I tell all my clients at this point, is you need to get a smart chatbot on your website. That's the best way to handle customer inquiries of any kind. And then, of course, you put something, and I keep emphasizing the point about it needs to be a smart chatbot. Don't tell people you're going to get back to them when you can, because that kills the concept, number one. And then at the same time, don't let people see something that's completely irrelevant to what they're talking about. They need to be able to ask a question that they want answer to, and it needs to answer the question with the eloquence of, even though I'm not his fan, but Barack Obama, basically. He knew how to talk.
Yeah.
That's what basically you want your website to do. And so this is exactly what Peter created here. And so I definitely encourage everybody listening here to go ahead. Peter, where can they find you and how can they sign up for your platform?
Just check out my Alignable program, and the main link on my Alignable takes you to that page that I showed you, the sign up page for.
We'll put this in the comments below. And if you have any questions, you can find Peter on obviously Alignable. Where else can they find you, Peter?
On the site, bitmonky.com. So that's BIEMOKY, not EY, just EY.
Okay. And then anywhere else?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay. So this is where you can find Peter, short of driving to Canada. And with that, I want to thank all of you for participating today. Major thanks to Peter for this amazing platform. Before I looked at it a little bit, but I had no idea of the details of what it actually did. And so now that Peter explained it in details, wow, this is definitely something that everybody should look into very seriously for their business. So Peter, thank you. Daryl and Claude, thanks for coming, and we'll talk to you next time.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone.
All the best, you guys.
Happy holidays.